Hi everybody, Chris here from Truly Holistic. We're going to do a short video talking about the range of pendants that Truly Holistic make and facilitate. And why I love pendants so much. One, they're the most inexpensive products generally that Truly Holistic provides. But for me, they're the most powerful because you wear it. Which means if you're like example here, right? I'm wearing 3 pendants just to show you how powerful they are and how much I really love the pendants. And when you're wearing it like that, it's within your field, your auric field all the time. As long as you're wearing it, it's having and imparting an effect on your auric field, right? Which is going to have an influence then on how the body functions, the state, the environment that you provide the body, which is the precursor to the body, because the body is only as good as the state you provide it, right? And so it has an influence on the expression of the body, which is how the body communicates, which is through symptoms, through sensations. It has an influence on the behavior of the body, which is the connection or relationship the body has with the microbes in and on the body, as well as how the body functions, okay? This is the precursor of how the body influences itself, right? How it works, how it functions, the wellness, the vitality of it. So it's wonderful. All these tools are providing a facilitation of more of you to be here, right? Which includes energy, more flow. Now, the body to be in a well and vital state is dependent on flow. And when there's more flow, there is more energy to the body. And the body already knows how to regenerate and heal itself. It just requires a constant supply of the materials to allow it to do that. And that constant supply of materials is a lot of energy. And funnily enough, at your core, you're an infinite consciousness, which means a reservoir of energy that has no boundary or limitation to it. And I'm going to tell you this right now, a majority of humans are not even accessing it, okay? This is your primary source of energy, is an open heart to facilitate what you already have. Not that you lack it to begin with, and yet you need to strive to get it. You already have it, you just need to access it. Okay, and these pendants are training wheels to allow more of that facilitation of that energy, and we're going to go through them now. So, we'll start off with really simple one, which we call the Wi-Fi ring. Whoops, I'm dropping it all over the place. The Wi-Fi ring. Now, it's just a single ring, and it's very inexpensive. I'm pretty sure it's 20 New Zealand dollars, I think, just for that one ring. And it provides the energetics of the element water, which we call the Ascension qubit. And we call it the Wi-Fi ring because the Ascension qubit facilitates the original root of that substance consciousness. So what it does with Wi-Fi is, a lot of the energetics that are non-compatible or chaotic and conflicted to our own field is it's because it's an incomplete energy or incomplete consciousness. So when we connect it into its full expansion of itself, it comes into a balanced state instead of an unbalanced state. Okay, so it kind of it transmutes that non-compatible aspect of that Wi-Fi and brings its full capacity to it to neutralize, transmute, and harmonize it, right? So it's at the benefit of you. So it's going to do exactly the same thing when you wear that as a pendant. So you can wear it easily as a pendant there, if you want to wear it as a pendant, or you can just place it in your pocket. As long as it's part of your auric field, it does wonders. And again, a very inexpensive product. Now, another pendant is, we call this the Ascension Gateway pendant. And you can see these 3 rings. Okay, now this has that same energetic as the Wi-Fi ring, which we call the Ascension qubit, the water element, but it also includes the air and earth elements, the activation qubit, the gateway qubit, and the Ascension qubit, which is essentially, when we show you the Ascension map, it's the whole tree. Okay, it's the whole tree. Earth element, air element, water element, where the Wi-Fi ring is just this element. Okay, so I guess if you wanted to be a little bit more complete about it, in regards to feeling all the little subtleties of all of this, then this will be the product you go for. The Wi-Fi ring is a great ring as well, because it brings through that origin of that energetic anyway. And so this is a wonderful product, and again, it's bringing through all that expansion of you to integrate into you being represented here, because we are here for our infinite nature. A lot of people think we're here for humanity, survival of humanity. The human is an identity given to this vessel. It's just a vessel to extend the true you, your authenticity, you as a consciousness, which is a formless energy, to have a vessel so it convert that formless energy into formed creation, which we call matter, okay, physical reality. So we want to enable that to be represented here. That's our true purpose, for that to be a representation of that expansion, to keep expanding. The problem with the human identity and the mind thought process, where we're facilitating another intelligence that's not us, we are being limited. So we are not acting on our true purpose of being here to expand. We're being limited. These tools are all about presenting that expansion here, to provide your ascension, your true purpose of being here. And these tools do a wonderful job of that. So that is called the Ascension Gateway Pendant. Another pendant that we do is using light technology, which is what I've coined it as. We use crystal powder. We know there's people out there that love the metal look, right? A majority of our tools are made out of copper. We do obviously use brass and those sorts of things with copper as well, especially with the wands and so on. And but for some people, they don't like the metal look. They like more crystal look. So what we do is, when we make a tensor ring, it's cut to a specific measurement, which we call a cubit. And that cubit is a physical anchor to facilitate frequencies, which is energy. Okay? And here at Truly Holistic, we're very specific about the energetics and the purpose and the role it plays, because we have a map of our expansion. And trust me, everyone else out there that are making tensor technology does not have a map of our expansion, right? A greater insight and sense of what we're trying to facilitate, provide, and our true purpose of being here, right? So all these tools have purpose to them, okay? So instead of a cubit measure anchoring in those etheric energetics, we found a way of using crystal powders instead of the cubit measure of a twisted copper wire to facilitate those energetics through. So we call that light technology. So we can anchor the same energetics that this pendant facilitates, but into the crystal powder, into this pendant here. So that's another beautiful option that's available for you as a pendant. And what we will do is, with that light pendant, I will channel into your energetics to see what energetics would be best served for you to anchor into that pendant. Now, these are a couple of relatively new pendants. Before we get to those, I'll just mention about the mini wands that we sell. You'll see that we've got a hook on here and we've got a hook here, because you can wear it as a pendant. I've got one on me at the moment, which is the mini manifestation wand. So they can act as pendants as well. The Ascension wand facilitates the earth, air, water energetics, which is the activation, gateway, and ascension, so that whole tree. And then with the manifestation wand, it's a bit more of an advanced tool, because it facilitates the fire and ether elements, which are feeding your consciousness. So a couple of new pendants. This one is called the Insight pendant, which is a triquetra geometry. And also this one is the Mobius strip infinity pendant. Now these are wonderful products, okay? This one, for not as only the symbology and the geometry of infinity, it brings through the infinite qubit energetic. And this is very heart-centered energetic, and it's all to do about flow. And as I've said before in many of my videos, our body, to be in a well and vital state, relies on, is dependent on flow. Okay? So what this does, if we are starting to get mind or thought oriented, which is obstructing, blocking our ability to flow, this has an ability to get us back on track, to keep that flow going. Okay? And this is a wonderful pendant, where what we do is, it's only got one side to it. This is the thing about a Mobius strip, is what is originally deemed as two sides to it, in a Mobius strip becomes only one side. So what we've found about the heart and also your pineal gland, they are your singularities. And as the human, the way that we've been taught to be thinkers, where we are creating out of conflicted, chaotic means, which is a field that then is not favoring us, it's actually lowering our vibration. That is come out of duality. We need singularities, our heart and our pineal gland, to come to the fore to balance that duality into neutrality. So when we did this infinity, using that energy that's very heart-centered, and we flipped it from two sides to one side through the Mobius strip element to it, it flips duality into providing more singularity energy to provide that balance and neutrality. That our heart is our center of balance. It's our center of neutrality. So this is a wonderful product. The insight pendant is all to do with attention. For anybody that's had session work with me knows that this is a core element that we work on in every session. Why? Because we are creators. And how we create is through two choices that are bound to every moment. One, where we place our attention, and two, how we use our intention. Okay? And so our attention, our center of attention, is our two eyes here and also this eye here, which is often called the third eye or pineal gland, right? And we call it our insight because these two eyes are for observing. But if we want to have greater purpose to our life and therefore be more self-aware in the way and more flowing in the way that we respond or react to what we observe, we need to provide greater insight to what we're observing. And this is the role of your third eye, your pineal gland. It's your insight. These are your external sight. This is your insight. And we need all three of them to be part of that decision making, which is providing that balance. And this pendant enables that balance. As you can see, the two duality eyes and then the singularity eye, the one by itself up here. And this is interwoven to provide balance. The energetic that we use here, the cubit measurement, is specifically connected to your pineal gland. So for anybody that's into opening or activating their pineal gland, their third eye, this is the product for you. Obviously, this is important to provide that insight when you're awake, these eyes awake, but when you're asleep, these eyes close up, but this never closes up. And this is all about what people call traveling. And what we want to present is quantum traveling at night, where we connect and explore our expansion, where we can go to all these different realities and look through the eyes of our variants that are connected through our energy signature, which is our soul, right? And we can peer through the avatar of our variants through, and this is what dreams are all about in dream state. So we can learn a lot and we live a lot through sleeping. At least I know there's a lot of people out there say sleeping's a waste of time and I wish I didn't sleep. Well, we live when we sleep because we are multidimensional, okay? So this will assist that process. It will help you with sleeping because the thing with the pineal gland, what initiates sleep? Secretion of melatonin. Now, melatonin is light that leaks out from that multiverse, that multi-reality, to enable that access to that expansion of you to travel. But it also promotes sleep, a dream state. So this product is wonderful in this. This will really assist your process in holding your energy and expanding that auric field out. It has done massive things for me. I love this pendant. This is like incredible. Everyone should have this pendant. It's a wonderful pendant. So anyway, that's the kind of all the pendants that we provide here at Truly Holistic. And I hope you really enjoyed the video. If you'd like to buy any of these products, any of these pendants, go to my product store at trulyholistic.net/products/. If you have any comments about any of the pendants, just comment below. Don't hesitate. Until next time, catch you later.